Preloaders, V.I.Preloaders, welcome back, guys. Always a pleasure to have you guys here with me. I hope you know this by now. You should. Always a pleasure. Love you guys. For those of you that have never been to this channel before, my name is Robert. I'm a retired NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle lieutenant. I did a wonderful 22-year career with the NYPD. 15 of those years were spent with the elite NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle unit. The name of this channel is called Robert Simmons Paying It Forward. And the main goal of this channel is me sharing my knowledge, experience, and training that I received from the elite NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle unit with you guys, with a special focus on slow speed motorcycle operation, because that's the skill that most motorcycle riders lack. And it's a very important skill. All right. I want to help you guys be the boss of your motorcycle. And all that means is I want you to have confidence riding your motorcycle at slow speeds. I want you to not even think twice about making right turns, left turns, and U-turns. Okay, these are simple maneuvers that in any other vehicle should be like, of course I can make a right turn, left turn, and a U-turn. But on a motorcycle, not so much. But that's what we deal with on this channel primarily, just making you feel comfortable. All positivity here. Nobody's going to judge you. All right, this channel is not about dragging your floorboards, entering police rodeos or civilian rodeos, making 18, 17, 16-foot U-turns. That is not what it's about at all. It's just getting you to practice the simple fundamental skills that are needed to control your motorcycle with your feet on the floorboards with confidence. And as I always say at the end of my videos, a confident rider is not only a safer rider, but a rider that's going to enjoy riding their motorcycles more. And that's what I'm guaranteeing, guys. You're going to have way more fun riding your motorcycle when you don't feel that feeling of fear or intimidation when you slow down, where you feel like you have to put your feet out. Not necessary. That's what we deal with here. Okay, I also offer practice sessions, usually on a weekly basis here in Pooler, Georgia. Those practice sessions are free to my VI preloaders. If you're interested in becoming a VI preloader or just want more information on what a VI preloader is and what perks they get, hit the join button, which is right next to the subscribe button. It'll show you a short video explaining to you what a VI preloader is and the perks that they get on top of the perk of coming out and practicing with me for free. I also offer private lessons for those people that want one-on-one instruction. And you can come with you and your boys, you and your girls, your wife, your husband, whatever, you know. So it could be you, it could be you by yourself. But if that's something that works for you better than the practice session, go to my website, click on where it says private lessons, fill out the information, and we'll get that taken care of for you. And as always, guys, I want to thank you for your support. I want to thank my ambassadors, Jenny and Ashley. They're doing just a fantastic job, All right, so I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you saying yes to my request to become ambassadors. And I want to thank the rest of Preloaded Nation for being positive, being supportive, for donations, for everything that you guys do. I appreciate it and thank you. All right, guys, so today, this is not a practice session. This is actually a private lesson. But the people that are participating said, please put it on YouTube. They said, because we're going to put it on YouTube. So yes, put it on YouTube. So, and I'm excited about this. I'm happy about it because these are fellow content creators. All right. And I'm sure you guys know them. And if you don't, you're going to learn about them today. These are the Jersey boys. All right. These guys are from Jersey. They're down here for my 1-year anniversary celebration for my channel, which is going to be tomorrow. But we're going to get it in today. They brought the cold with them too. I mean, you can't make this up. It was in the 70s all the way up until today. Right now, it's 46 degrees. It's going up to about 59. And then for my anniversary ride tomorrow, cold and rainy, right? Right after they leave, back into the 70s. So, is it a coincidence? Of course it is, but you know, I'm just messing around. Anyway, I'm still home now. I'm getting ready to head over there, set up the cones, and then we're going to do it. I'm looking forward to it. All right, guys, let's do it. All right, guys, I told you I had some Jersey people here.
To hold this.
No, I don't need to hold it. My mic is right here.
Oh, I got one too?
Yeah, everybody's going to have one. So you're special, but so are they.
There. Hello, say hello. Say hello.
Hello.
You see these misfits? You see these misfits? I give him a mic.
Hello.
And he is a YouTuber. So he should know. Anyway.
What is this thing?
All right, guys, so like I said, we're going to be doing a private lesson. These guys were nice enough to allow me to film it because they're going to be filming too. So, you know, why not? But anyway, what's your name, sir?
Mr. John from Cyclefanatix.
All right, if you guys don't know about Cyclefanatix, that's your YouTube channel, right?
That's right.
Yeah, if you guys don't know about his channel, check him out. Good stuff. I told you his YouTube is out here, so, but very good stuff. Please check out his channel. And you're doing a giveaway now, right?
We are. We're doing a giveaway on that 2021 Sport Glide.
Let's look at her.
Right there. That's the giveaway bike. It's going to get a S&S 475 cam. Vance & Hines Pro Pipe, about 114 horsepower. It has a lot of Zero 3D modifications done to it right now. And we'll see what else we got going for it.
All right. Now, guys,
Go to www.cycle-fanatix.com to enter. Thanks. Appreciate it.
All right. I already have my entry in for this motorcycle. If I win this motorcycle, I have plans for it. What the plans are right now, I'm not sure. But it's a practice bike, maybe. Who knows? Anyway.
Or a drag bike.
Okay. How long have you been riding a motorcycle?
49 now, since probably 16. So what is that? 33 years?
33 years. He's 49, so am I. My birthday's February 7th. That's going to be the big 5-0. You know what's going to happen that day, right? Nothing. Okay. I'm going to turn 50. That's it. What are you riding today? You're riding that, correct?
Riding the 2021 Sport Glide, but obviously I ride my 2020 Road Glide.
Yeah. See how cocky this guy is?
Silverback.
He said obviously. Like all of you guys know who he is. Yeah, but
that's why Robert bought one.
Yeah. Listen. Big stuff coming for his motorcycle. You already picked it up, right?
Got the paint. That's
guys.
BARBERCVO19's house.
Woo! Wait till you see this. Outstanding. And the most important question is, well, first, tell everybody where you're from.
We're from Bergen County, New Jersey.
All of you?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't have to repeat that question.
Well, Glenn's from Morris County, right? Yep. Morris County. Me
okay.
And Mr. Holy Shift over. Yeah. Well, he's from. Now you're from Georgia, man. You're done. You're not New Jersey.
He lives in Georgia. He's not from Georgia.
Me and Sandy, Holy Shift. We're from Bergen County, New Jersey.
Okay.
So it's about, I don't know, I think 700 miles, 800. No,
800 miles.
800 something.
Okay. And on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, how would you rate your slow speed skills?
Oh, I knew this question was coming.
Yeah.
Slow skills. Seeing what you do, I'm gonna say a 3.
Okay. 3's good. 3's actually very good. We can work with that.
Good.
Yeah.
1 to 10.
That's really good.
I'm glad you're here, man. We finally made it here. Pass it to Sandy.
Oh my God.
Here we go.
All right, tell everybody, what's your name?
Sandy.
You got to
Sandy.
interrogate this guy.
Sandy from Holy Shift.
Now, you have a YouTube channel, Holy Shift, correct?
I do Holy Shift, yep.
Check them out, guys. Holy Shift, Sandy. Let me tell you this, guys. We're going to talk to the rest of them, too. These guys, they fit so well together that, like, for instance, if you watch Holy Shift, you have to be watching Cyclefanatix. And if you're watching Cyclefanatix, you have to be watching Holy Shift. And when before BARBERCVO defected, it was the same thing, right? But it's almost as if they're characters in a show. That's how well they mesh together. I mean that. So I'm telling you, watch the channel. It's almost like it's like a reality show. Most of this is anyway. But you watch him busting Sandy's balls in his driveway, and vice versa. You know, they got a whole thing going on. So yeah, definitely check them out.
Yeah, thank you.
How long have you been riding a motorcycle?
Since 20, but I was off for a while.
Okay. And what are you riding?
2020 Electric Glide Standard.
Let's go look at it. Now you got like 17 motorcycles, right?
127 at this stage.
There it is, Holy Shift. I like the color contrast too. Now he's done modifications on his bike as well. You check out his channel, you'll see everything that he's done. The good thing is, well, I see him and Glen we're going to talk to, they have 2-into-1, correct?
2-into-1, profile.
Yeah. And we're going to talk about Glen. Glen's got a Road Glide. That thing's a sleeper. It's a beast.
Road King.
I mean, Road King. I'm sorry. You know, once I say road, whatever comes after it doesn't mean too much to me anymore. It's all confusing. On a scale of 1 to 10, she looks good. 10 being the best.
Thank you.
What would you rate your slow speed skills?
Slow speed, I'd say 8.
8 is good.
Out of 100.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say
8 is good. Now,
No, I'm like a 2 max. That's,
okay.
Yeah,
Now you're a pilot.
I am.
What kind of planes do you fly?
Currently the Dreamliner 787, Boeing 787.
Okay.
But I'm licensed for a Jumbo 747-400.
Wow.
757, 767, 737.
Wow. How long you been a pilot?
Since 21.
You know, he's good. He's good. He's good. He's good. You've been a pilot since what?
Since I was 21.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you guys know.
Fighter jet pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was just about to say, you guys know, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
You guys know that Stefan, the one that put my my Wilbur suspension on Violet, he's been a pilot for 31 years. He was also in the Air Force. And I've always had a fascination with flying, with planes. And so I have a lot of respect for what you do.
Thank you.
I'm going to ask you, just like I asked Stefan, when you're flying at 30,000 feet and the plane's on autopilot, can any of us sit in that seat?
No. I mean, sit.
Yeah, can we handle it?
Yeah.
Will the plane fall out the sky?
No way.
Okay. When it's time for that plane to land, I know a lot of these planes can land by themselves, but forget about that. When you have to take over, are you the boss of that plane?
I am the boss of that plane.
Exactly.
Not of that. Yeah.
But exactly. But the point is, I use this analogy all the time, that it's the same thing on your motorcycle. Everybody can go fast because the plane is the plane. The motorcycle is doing the work. When you slow down 10 miles per hour or less, that's when you have to be the boss, and that's why we're here. Respect what you do, man. I love it.
Thank
I would
you.
love.
Thank you.
And check out his channel too, because he actually gives us some shots from this cockpit seat.
Yeah, the funny ones I think last.
Let me tell you something, guys. That's everything for me. I can watch motorcycles. I see that. Bye-bye, motorcycles. I want to see that, right? That's just awesome stuff. I appreciate you putting that on the channel, too.
Thank you.
Awesome meeting you, man. Okay. Come on up here, Glenn. Now, Glenn does not have a YouTube channel, but he may as well, because he's always in the videos. What's your name? I did it again.
My name is Glenn.
Glenn, where are you from?
I'm from Jersey.
How long have you been riding a motorcycle?
About 40 years.
What are you riding today?
I'm riding a 17 Road King.
Oh. See what I mean, guys? I didn't know this was a 2017. Doesn't look like it. Nice. It got a blacked out windshield. That's nice, man. Actually, it's not blacked out. I'm sorry. It's smoked.
Yes.
And it's very nice look. How many miles you got on this?
15,000.
I like that primary cover too.
Thank you. Roland Sands design.
And this is isn't this like a 124?
It's a 124 kit.
Yeah,
yes.
I told you guys it's a sleeper. And on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, what would you rate your slow speed skills?
I'd say 3.5.
3.5 is good. 3.5 is good, man. All right, we're gonna have some fun with BARBERCVO19. Give him the microphone.
BARBERCVO.
All of us, we were shaking in our boots. And
What's your name, sir?
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
going
Camilo.
Camilo. Where you from, Camilo?
I'm originally from Jersey, but now live in Georgia.
Excellent. And how long have you been riding a motorcycle?
3 years.
What are you riding today?
2019 Street Glide CVO.
All right, and there she is, guys.
Yep.
And she doesn't have a name, right?
Actually, it's the one over there. That's yours.
No, I'm going toward it. She doesn't have a name, right?
Nah, I would like to have her names. If comment down below if you guys give me a name out there.
Yeah, man.
We're working on it.
And if you have to rate your skills, slow speed, 1 to 10, 10 being the best, what would you give yourself?
I would say I'm still stuck at about a 1.5.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I'm working my way up there.
And that's good. That's good. All right. We're going to get to it, guys. Listen, guys, at the end of the day, I don't care what you rate yourself at. These guys are here to practice, to get better, and that's what it's all about. Really, that's what it's all about. So I'm going to let them know to leave their egos, their nuts, all of that stuff on the curb. All right? We're here to learn. We're here to learn. All right, let's do it. All right, guys. Wow, this guy's already on the motorcycle. The light's on. But first, I got to give you guys a spiel. Oh, yeah. We definitely don't just jump on the motorcycle. I got to make sure everybody's where they need to be mentally. We already talked about the egos and stuff. We're going to leave all that stuff on the curb. If you guys see me do this, it means shut off your engine. If you see me do this, it means somebody didn't. Yeah, you know. All right, listen. I heard Sandy say it already. There's nothing to be nervous about. Absolutely nothing. All right? Absolutely. I mean that. Absolutely nothing.
That was me saying that, not Sandy.
I heard Sandy say it too.
I said it. He said he's nervous.
Yeah. So we're gonna have fun. You're not gonna do anything you don't want to do. There's no pressure out here. All right. This is not what this channel is about. It's all about positivity and helping each other out. Okay. All right. So the first exercise we're gonna do, and I have a feeling that Glenn's gonna be the most versed on my channel. But the first thing we're gonna do is exercise number 1, starts and stops. And if you look at my earlier channels, this exercise didn't exist because in my mind, everybody knows how to do that. No, not properly. So I want you guys to know that when we do exercise number 1, which is starting and stopping, and exercise number 2, the slow ride. Those 2 exercises are the bread and butter for everything else you do on your motorcycle, and you're going to see that, all right? So the first thing we're going to do, starting and stopping, do we all understand that power to the rear wheel? As long as you have power going to your rear wheel, you're going to be fine, okay? Now, I can say that to you, you can know that, but getting your muscles to follow that, 2 different things. So remember, the main reason we practice is to get muscle memory, because we practice for uh-oh. So if you don't practice, when uh-oh happens, you're going to resort to your instincts, and your instincts are always wrong on a motorcycle. When you feel like you're falling, your instinct says to put your foot down. You just need to do that. And the reason you only need to do that is because we're always preloading. We're going to talk about that too, right? Okay, and you're always listening to your engine. So the good thing is everybody's motorcycle out here is pretty loud. So you're going to get accustomed to it. I'll give you once or twice me seeing you looking down at the dash area. Once you get where you think you should be, I'll let you know if it's too low. 1,800 to 2,000, that's what's good for my motorcycle. Everybody's is different. And keep it there, but we'll talk about that. So in exercise number 1, you guys are going to go down here, and you're going to ride toward me. I'm going to be down here. Get up to about 2nd gear, all right? And then as you slow down, you can use your front brake initially, that's fine. But right before you're about to stop, off of the front brake, rear brake only. Rear brake only. Why, John?
Why? I don't know the technical answer.
This is not technical. Your rear brake is for control. Your front brake is for stopping. So if you need to really stop your motorcycle, front brake. But when you're going slow and you want to control the motorcycle, rear brake only. A couple of reasons. If you're accustomed to grab, most people that come out here and practice, and their rear brake pads are like brand new because they never use the rear brake. That's why when they go slow, they feel so much, oh my gosh, especially trying to do something tight, going too fast. And if you touch that front brake, and if you're going to have an uh-oh moment and you grab at it, remember, we don't do anything herky-jerky on the motorcycle, nothing. If you do something herky-jerky, your motorcycle is going to react herky-jerky. So we're like ballerinas out here today. Put your egos aside. This is how we're doing everything, all right? None of this stuff, okay? Come to a smooth stop, all right? Now, you stopping your motorcycle is not a surprise to you. You know when you're doing it because you're doing it, all right? So that means that when you're coming to a stop, you shouldn't have your foot out like this 25 feet before the stop. As soon as you stop, left foot down. Now, if you want to put both feet down after that, that's fine. But when you initially stop, or if you're losing your balance and you have to put your left foot down and grab the front brake to stop the motor, that's fine. We got to use some common sense standards. However, that's how you want to stop, nice and easy. Look at that, it's raining. Then, when it's time for you to take off, preload. First of all, make sure you're in first gear. That's always step number 1 in everything we do. Make sure you're in first gear. We all ride Harley Davidsons, and no matter how much you paid for it, it won't tell you what gear you're in if the clutch is pulled in. Ridiculous. Yep. Make sure you're in first gear, cover the rear brake, preload your throttle, and keep it loaded. Keep it there. All right? Slowly release the clutch into the friction zone, and as soon as your motorcycle starts to move, I want your foot up. As soon. Because we trust and believe as long as we have power, you're going to be fine, right? So don't worry about keeping your feet out. As soon. Any questions? That's right, no landing gear. We don't need it, all right?
No landing gear.
And make sure that you keep it loaded as you move. A lot of people get their RPMs up. As soon as their brain says next step, they let the throttle out. And that's when you hear the engine go cluck, 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 cluck. Just listen to the engine. Any questions?
No.
Okay.
Are we going to do this like one at a time or everybody?
You're all going to go, come one at a time down. Okay. All right? All right, let's do it. We got some sprinkles coming, guys.
Yeah, the question.
Go ahead.
You said keep it loaded.
Yeah.
Do you actually make your wrist or the palm, touch the side, or you just?
I don't, but some people do because it helps them keep the throttle where it is. Yeah, it's a good question. All right, this is Glen. Beautiful. You can park. I'm not surprised by that at all. Glen's going to be the most versed person as far as watching my channel. Nice. All right, you can park. You can park. Very good. We can pick this foot up right away. Excellent. All right, good. Preload. Keep it loaded. Nice. You hear that little chuggle chug? All right, we're going to talk about something, but we're going to move on to exercise number 2. All right, guys, that was good. I watched John from down there, picked up his foot as soon as the motorcycle starts to move. This is the stuff I'm looking for because, again, this is all about raising your confidence. And if you ride your motorcycle and you're still keeping your feet out as it's moving, you're showing your lack of confidence in your riding ability. So that's good. Glenn, excellent. Now, John, when you took off, I noticed you took off foot off the rear brake. Now, if you're taking off at a green light and there's nothing in front of you, yeah, you don't need to cover the rear brake. You just go. But remember, we play how we practice. So I want you to always cover the rear brake before you take off because it's going to be relevant when you're doing the right turns and left turns from a stop. The reason why, when we were in Tennessee and we took that turn to go onto the Dragon from that parking lot, a few people were over that double yellow line. The reason they're over that double yellow line is they're going too fast. When you go faster, your motorcycle doesn't want to turn. It wants to go straight, right? So the slower you go, the easier it is to do this because we know when we go fast, we turn like this. When you go slow, you turn like this, right? Most people don't want to do this, but that's because they're uncomfortable, and that's what we're going to work on today. All right. Any questions? Sandy, you saying your handlebars are too wide?
I think they are, yeah.
Turn your handlebars all the way to the right. Can you reach your clutch comfortably?
Yeah, but I'm all leaning forward.
That's okay. That's okay. As long as you can reach it comfortably. Most people lean forward doing slow speed stuff anyway, so we're good. All right. Exercise number 2. I want you guys to remember you're going to be hearing stuff over and over because this is not rocket science. So no matter who you listen to, they're going to be saying the same thing, probably just a little different. Exercise number 2 is the slow ride, and we all do this. And whenever we go to a motorcycle rally, we see everybody doing it incorrectly. They have their feet out doing it, right? And they're using the front brake. So what we're going to do is, and what I want you guys to do is, you're going to come back this way, but you're going to stop at that cone. And I'm going to walk aside you. Don't ride faster than I'm going. Purpose is, I want you to go slow enough so that you feel like you want to put your foot down. But instead of putting your foot down, just open up the clutch because you're going to be keeping it loaded the whole time. Listen to your throttle, okay? Now, if you're one of these riders that don't want to do that, but you want to go in and out of the friction zone, that's fine too. I only do it this way because I'm trying to simplify this as much as possible. So you only have one thing to worry about. You're covering your rear brake, you're preloaded, and you're keeping it loaded. Not excessively high, so don't worry about your clutch. It's going to be fine. We have wet clutches. They're designed for this. We're also not going to be doing this for 2 hours, right? From there to here. Listen to your engine the whole time. When you were pulling off, I heard your engine go down a little bit. Listen to it, okay? And if your handlebars are going like this, that's great. I want to see that. Because if you can go in a straight line, you're going too fast. All right? Any questions? All right, I'll meet you down there. I'll meet you right here, I mean. Guys, we got some sprinkles going on here. Wasn't supposed to be a chance of rain really until 3 o'clock, so. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Throttle's too low, that's all.
Not running too well right
All right, you ready? Cover the rear brake. Easy, easy, easy. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Throttle's too low. Let's try that again, Glenn. It's only his first time doing it. Just pull up to here. All right, right there, stop. And I like the fact that John, I'm taking his finger off the front brake. He didn't pull it, but it's a habit, you can tell. I like the fact that with these zero lights he has, I can always see when he's applying the brake because it lights up red. Okay, you ready? Yeah. Let's do it. Cover the rear brake. Keep it loaded, good. Slow down, good, good. All right, you can park, excellent. right, good. Ready? All right, let's do it. Keep it loaded, baby. Good. Very good. Excellent. Keep it going. That was good. Pull right here. Stop. Okay. Ready? Let's do it. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Good job, you can pull. There we go. I knew you just had to do it again.
It was not warm enough.
Yeah. All right, you can walk. All right, guys. We're going to move on to trust and believe, but of course, we're going to talk to them first. All right, good job, guys. A couple of things. At first, I thought Glenn was mad at his brake. He was killing it, but he said his bike wasn't warmed up enough. So now, John, when you were going down here, everything was great, but your eyes kept going down like this. So again, this is another example of our instincts being wrong on a motorcycle, because we don't do that in the car. I know nobody goes like this in the car. We're always looking out. But for some reason on the motorcycle, we want to look down. Believe it or not, even doing something as simple as this, keeping your head and your eyes even with the horizon helps your balance. You ever balance a broom on your hand? You look up at the broom, so much easier. Do that trying to look like this. So much harder. Why? I don't know. It just is, right? Okay. Now, that's why I had you guys come to me and stop. Because what we're doing all the time, exercise number 1 and exercise number 2, I don't care what kind of motorcycle you ride or how you ride, you can't get past it. You have to start and you have to stop. So out here, I don't care if we're doing an exercise, John's going, Glenn's behind him, and now John moves from here to here. You do that the same way we just did it. Exercise number 1, 2, 1. None of this stuff, right? We don't need our feet, okay? All right, everybody's favorite. Exercise number 3. Let me get on my pony. Exercise number 3. What's exercise number 3, Glenn? Put him on the stop. Put him on the spot. Trust and believe. Now I asked you guys. Well, that's why I didn't ask John. I know he don't know. Do you trust and believe that if you have power going to your rear wheel, everything's going to be all right? Yes. We understand the science of how a motorcycle operates. What keeps it up is power to the rear wheel. We know that, right? And we also know how to give power to the rear wheel, meaning not being in the friction zone or all the way open. We're not going to be all the way open. And having some power being throttle. We don't, BMWs, you can keep that at idle and it'll just go. That's not going to happen here. So you have to keep your idle up. Okay, so what we're going to be doing, instead of me talking about it off of the motorcycle, John was nice enough to pull it out for me. Now I'm going to do this facing you guys. And when I told John he took off and his foot wasn't on the rear brake, this is one of the examples I'm talking about. A lot of the times when we're doing slow speed maneuvers, when we first start to move, we take off too fast. Now that's for a couple of reasons. 0 to 10 miles per hour is very uncomfortable for motorcycle riders. So they either want to put their feet out until they feel comfortable or get past that speed as quick as possible. Clearly, speed's not going to work when you're doing something slow and confined. Right? That's why you cover the rear brake, because sometimes we're humans. Sometimes you open up your clutch and you open it up too much and you get that burst of speed. Grabbing your front brake is not the answer. But if you start already applying pressure to your rear brake, now keep in mind, cover your rear brake doesn't mean you're necessarily applying pressure. However, as soon as I feel any jerk, my foot's already there. Because if your foot's off your brake and you feel it and now you go for it, you're going to jam it. And then your motorcycle's doing this. So when Camilo first started moving before, he was too much rear brake, too much, you could tell. Now, I want you to treat your rear brake like a, right? Be gentle with it, all right? I know, be gentle, nice and easy. Like I said, everything we do is subtle. All right, exercise number 3, 5 steps. What's always step number 1, Camilo? Make sure the motorcycle's in first gear. If it was warmer out, I'd wait for him to think about it. Exercise number 2, this is the rectangle. Make sure the motorcycle's in first gear, down here. Step number 2, cover the rear brake, go across. Step number 3, come up here, preload, and keep it loaded. Come across. Clutch right before the sweet spot, step number 4. Why right before? Because step number 5, you're gonna pick up your left foot while the motorcycle is still sitting still. And as soon as you feel the motorcycle start to fall, just open up the clutch a little bit. Notice I said a little bit, don't pop it, all right? Open it up a little bit. You're already preloaded. We already talked about trust and believe. We know that if the motorcycle is falling, all we have to do is give power to the rear wheel and you're gonna be fine. I don't want this motorcycle to move an inch. I also don't want you to pick up your foot and then just open up the clutch. I need you to experience, I need your body to feel falling so that you can reprogram your brain to associate falling with this, not this, okay? Trust and believe. And again, it's not something that's gonna happen overnight, but that's why we practice, okay? So, and as I'm doing that, when I open up my clutch, I'm gonna be on the rear brake. So when I pull towards you, I'm not gonna just run right into you. The point is to always be in control. Make sure I'm in first gear. Cover the rear brake. Preload, keep it loaded. Clutch right before the sweet spot. Right, that's it. So we say clutch right before the sweet spot because that's not the time to be searching for the, we want to be right before, so all you got to do is that. Again, subtle, nice and easy. So if your motorcycle starts to fall to the left, the bike's just going to go to the left. If it starts to fall to the right, I'm not saying count to 5 Mississippi. As soon as you feel it starting to go, just open up the clutch a little bit, okay? All right, you guys can pull up to right here. That's where we're going to do it. Right here. Pull right here. Beautiful. All right, first gear. Very good. Preload, keep it loaded. Clutch right for the sweet spot. Give me a little bit more throttle. It's too low. A little more. All right, you're in the friction zone. Get out of the friction zone. If I see your motorcycle moving down, you're in the friction zone. I don't want you in the friction zone. Trust and believe, Glenn. Trust and believe. Give me some more throttle. That's too low. Okay, good. Keep it right there. Let it out, let it out. There we go. Oh, he's good. Pull right here. All right. First gear, cover the rear brake. Remember, you're moving. I don't want you moving. Your foot's still not on the board and you're moving. Pick that foot up, the motorcycle shouldn't move an inch. Don't worry, I'm going to be holding the tour pack. You ain't going nowhere. Keep it loaded, good. Let it out, let it out, let it out, let it out. Nice. That was perfect. Perfect. All right, first gear. Cover the rear brake. Preload, keep it loaded. Nice! Make sure you're in first gear, yes. Cover the rear brake. Preload, keep it loaded. Whoa! Oh, scary. Anybody want to go again? Oh. Dude, what's with the feet? Nice. All right. Same thing. That was perfect. You did it. Copy and paste. Good. Pick up your foot. Don't move. Let it up. You're good. You got it. Let it up. Good. Tony, that was perfect, man. Copy and paste. Let it out, let it out. Woo! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let it out. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Okay, good, we're good. We're good. We're gonna head down there. All right, guys, we're gonna go to exercise number 4. Right turns and left turns from the stop. Everybody's favorite. All right, guys. That was actually very good. I mean, it was excellent. Camilo, we definitely got to work on you. You got to practice, man, because even while we're doing this, you have both your feet out. Now, your motorcycle should even be. You should want to keep your feet up even more, because I've gotten on his motorcycle, and those floorboards, I mean, practically they don't make a lot. You put your foot down, they're hitting you. So every time you put your feet down, you're risking really getting injured with those floorboards. So I want you to just trust and believe. Every time you feel like, this is always the answer. Just keep it loaded, all right? Again, the purpose is to be the boss of your motorcycle. And all that simply means is knowing what to do, when to do it, and how to do it, having confidence, right? So with that being said, you're gonna have to step outside of your comfort zone. Sometimes you have to be comfortable being uncomfortable. But the beauty is, it's fractions of a second at a time. You know, it's nothing sustained, all right? Speaking of which, everybody's favorite, right turns and left turns from a stop. Now there's 8 steps to this exercise. You're gonna notice that the first 5 or 4 are the same as 3. Make sure the motorcycle's in first gear, cover the rear brake. Sir?
It looks like the cones are a little too tight to one another.
You think so?
Space them out a little further.
Especially today for us.
Well, actually they are spaced out. One thing you'll notice about my practice session is, if you watch competitions, the cones are like this.
They're all perfect.
And the purpose here, I want you to feel confinement, but not claustrophobic. So I don't care if you go outside the cones. For instance, when we're making this turn, I'd rather you hit a cone than put your foot down, because at least we won that battle. And every now and then I see somebody go to put their foot down and they don't, they go like this. I love seeing that, because you won that battle against your instinct. Bad habits are hard to fight, instincts are even harder, because they're just in us. If I push you in your back, we don't have to have a conversation about should you put your arms out. It's an instinct, you know to do it, all right? So, make sure you're in first gear, cover the rear brake, preload, keep it loaded, preload, keep it loaded. Now this is one of the main culprits where as soon as you start to move, people forget about the preload, and that's why you see drops here. So you're gonna see one of 2 things here. All right, step number 4, clutch right before the sweet spot, just like over there. Step number 5, head and eyes. Look in the direction that you want to go. Don't look down. Like I always say, my cones, see how small they are? They're young. It's inappropriate for you to stare at them, okay? Head and eyes. Look that way, head and eyes, right? I know you guys are going to look down at them, and that's fine. Again, it feels ridiculous to do this on a motorcycle. I don't know why. In a car, I do that. But in this, you want to look down. Head and eyes. Step number 6, slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. 7, as soon, Camilo, as soon as you feel like motorcycles start to move, get that foot up, because everything's going to be fine, right? And then step number 8, turn the handlebars. 3 things are going to determine the radius of your turn. How fast you're going, how much you turn the handlebars, and how much you lean your motorcycle. The beauty of this exercise is there's no leaning. I really don't want you to lean. I want you to go through this straight up. And remember, I watched you guys do exercise number 2. You did great. All this is exercise number 2, and this turn the handlebars. You're still doing the same thing, right? Using the rear brake to control your speed. You preload it so you have power. As long as you got power, go into this rear wheel. You guys see when I make a turn, I'm gonna do it in a second. Well, I would just be sitting there like this. That's me doing exercise number 3. That's all that is. I'm using the power and the rear brake against one another, and that's keeping the motorcycle up. Did you guys see the video I did on my bicycle? I did a video. A lot of people have a fear of turning the handlebars because they feel like the motorcycle's gonna fall. When in actuality, your motorcycle is most stable when the handlebars are turned. Imagine me if you ever see me sitting still, you're never gonna see my handlebars like this. And I did this on my bicycle. I picked my feet up on my bicycle, I'm falling immediately. But when I turn the handlebars, I can just stay like this on my bike, right? So trust me, your motorcycle is more stable with the handlebars turned, so don't worry about that. The first time you guys go through here, I want you to just ride right through, right? If you give it a little lean, that's fine. Just realize you're leaning because you're going fast. and you're relinquishing some of the control to your motorcycle. I want you guys to be the boss. Go through, making a left, go through, making a right. Second time you guys come through, I want you to stop. Now, I'll tell you ideally stop at the line, but again, this is not a competition. If you want to stop back from the line, that's fine too, because whatever you're going to do out there, I want you to do here, if it's correct. And that's not a problem. If you want to act like you're pulling a trailer and come all the way over here to make a left turn, that's fine. It's not a big deal, because the more you practice it, you're going to see that's not necessary, all right? I don't want you to make this turn so early that you're clipping this camera or Sandy's camera, okay? You have plenty of room. This is 7.5 feet. You have 7.5 feet, yeah. Oh, thank you. You guys have 7.5 feet in that turn. It's plenty of space. Plenty of space. Guys, you know I only surround myself with excellence. That's what these guys are. Just classy, classy guys. All right, guys, so I'm going to run through this, showing you what I want you to do. Like I said, first time, straight through. Second time, stop, then right and left. Third time, I want you to stop. Then I want you to make this turn and stop here. The reason I added that is I noticed that people would make this turn and get right here and go gun it. And they either hit these two cones or just miss them. Remember, the goal is to always be in control, and at that moment, they're not in control. You should be able to turn and stop. I've had two people, one of them my friend who dropped my Road King, say I was in a turn, somebody got in front of me, and I dropped my bike. Son of a, cursing them out. It's not their fault. It's your fault because you don't know what you're doing. So that's what this is all about. When you make this turn, did you guys see my video on how to come to a controlled stop? A lot of the times we come to a stop and we pull the clutch all the way in. I do the same thing, and you just let the motorcycle coast. I'm never going in neutral. There's people that do that. We don't do that. Coast, 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 and sometimes it works out. I can just come to a stop, nice and easy. But sometimes it doesn't work. You feel like this. What's the answer when we feel, uh-oh, Camilo? Go into the friction zone, but remember, we're trying to stop. So you're going into the friction zone, but you're applying rear brake at the same time. 70% rear brake, 30% power. You don't need a lot of power, remember, just some. That's always going to make your motorcycle want to be true. It wants to stand up, it wants to go straight, but you're stopping. So when you're making a turn, mind you, the people that they were panicking about, they weren't right in front of their motorcycle either. They were way up there. A lot of that problem is also they're not looking before they turn. Otherwise, they would have saw them. They got their head buried. Head and eyes, right? You go to make the turn, you see something, oh crap. Throttle, open up the clutch a little bit to give yourself power, rear brake, straighten up the handlebars, stop. All right, so here's what I want it to look like. Just starting from the beginning, going through. I only do that, I'm not expecting, no, if I need to. Now remember, I only do that to demonstrate a couple of things. One, like I said, using the throttle and the rear brake against each other is helping me do that, right? Two, it's helping me be delicate with my rear brake. If I press it too hard, it's gonna throw me to the right. So I have to be very delicate, very delicate. And I'm doing exercise number 3. Every time I feel like it's gonna move a little bit, I open up my clutch a little bit. But I still give it rear brake because I don't want to move a lot. All right? Okay, next time, from a stop. Nothing changes. And then last, I'm going to do it from a stop and then stop. Now people might say, well, what if I'm in a lean already? Okay, now I'm gonna do it with a lean. Nothing changes. If you notice, that's one thing I like about these Tab Performance. You can always hear my engine. When you see me coming to a stop, you hear my throttle the whole time until I stop. That's ensuring that I come to a nice, easy stop. So you put your foot down like this, not like this. You know, you don't want to be out of control. It's gonna happen sometimes. It's on 2 wheels, not a big deal. So now I'm gonna put a little lean into it, but I'm still gonna come to a stop. Any questions? Straight through, Glenn. One after another, one after another. Straight through. Stop looking at my cones, Camilo. John, stop looking at the camera. Just go straight through, straight through. John, you're looking everywhere except where you're going. Head and eyes. Not from there, but you know. Head and eyes. Good job. Much better. Much better. Straight through, don't stop. Oh, you're going left, okay. Head and eyes, John, stop looking at my cones. Oh, front brake grabs, 10 push-ups. Wow, you're past the line, but you're good. No, you were good. You were good either way. See how he's using the rear brake? That's perfect. All right, even with the horizon, head and eyes. You're molesting my cones with your eyes. Sorry. Keep it loaded, head and eyes. Trust and believe, you're good. Don't worry about it, it's only the first time. Yeah. Now you're going right. Nice. Nice. Saw that? Nice. Head and eyes. Keep it loaded. You're good. Keep it loaded. Nice. Very nice. Come up here. What happened? All right, you going right or left? You going right? That's right, yeah. Okay. Head and eyes. Every cone's getting molested by your eyes. Every cone. John, come through here again. Sandy, get your eyes up. You're looking down. Head and eye. Which way are you going? This way or that way? Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. There we go. Beautiful. Stop right at the camera, John. All right, before you move, look at me and keep looking at me. I'm right here. Good, good, good. Look how much that, ah! You going this way or that way? Now you did this way, good, go this way. Look at me the whole time. Look at me, good, keep looking.
This is my tough side.
I know. That's why I tell you to come this way. Just keep it loaded. Listen to your engine. Head and eyes, look at me. That's fine. Look at me, look at me. Stop looking at my cones. Beautiful, much better. Very nice, Sandy. All right, guys, now we're getting more rain. John's gonna do this again. Very nice. Slow and controlled. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to exercise number 5, single serpentine. Very nice, very nice. Rear brake, rear brake. Sandy, those eyes are down, Sandy. Get those eyes up. Throttle, throttle, throttle. Camilo, come back through. Come back through. Go back through. Oh my God, it's like night and day. That rear brake, baby, that rear brake. Keep it loaded, baby. All right, come this way. Yeah, look at me, come to me. Come to me, come to me, come to me. All right, good, perfect. Nice, nice. Sandy, keep it loaded, baby. Head and eyes. Stop looking down, you're looking down. You turn very well, like very well. I mean, he turns really well, the handlebars.
Right?
No, no, go left.
I'm gonna stare at you.
That's right. Look at me, come to me. Get that foot up, good, good, good. Keep it turning. All right. Stay right there.
Cut the engine.
Yeah. Okay, excellent. I already see that rear brake for you is just, because I can see that you guys don't have the fear too much, except for, Camilo, but he's got the least riding experience out of all of you. You don't have that fear of falling so much. So this whole rear brake thing is really working out for you, right? Also, I noticed that some of you guys are coming this close. You're making it, but I want you to picture that this is a double yellow line. I don't want you to be right on it. So sometimes you have to actually pull the clutch in, take power away from that rear wheel, just for a second. And all it's going to do is make you be able to turn your handlebars more. Then go right back into the friction zone. All right? All right, let's do it. We're bosses out here, baby. We're bosses. Nice. Oh, man. Very nice. Stop. See where he is? See how close he is to the inside of this turn? Because he's going slow and he's turning his handlebars all the way pretty much. That's good. That's really good. Very nice. All right, guys. So unfortunately, we never made it to exercise number 5 because you saw the droplets coming down. It was actually coming down more than it was showing. So the weather just wasn't cooperating. And that was pretty much the case for this whole weekend. So, but I am grateful that we were able to get this in. So again, I want to thank John, Glenn, Sandy, Camilo, and Gabby, Camilo's wife. If you guys didn't see her sitting on that chair freezing, I offered to let her sit in the truck 3 times, and she said, no, I want to be able to watch what's going on. And we kept hearing this noise, and I couldn't figure out what it was. Turns out it was the chattering of her teeth from the cold. But anyway, we still had fun out there. I know these guys definitely picked up some pointers. As you can see here, I was ready to shut it down, but they just wanted to keep going. And they said, it's up to you what you want to do. But we looked at the forecast. The rain was going to be coming in and coming in even harder. So, and they still had to ride back to Camilo's house. So I said, wrap it up. So speaking of wrapping up, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I want to thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the luncheon video for the 1-year anniversary, as well as the group ride, which we got in on Sunday. As I always say, be thankful for the things that you have, and as I always say, spend more time being thankful for the things that you have and less time complaining about the things that you don't. And that was the case with me for this week, and I'm just thankful that we were able to get in what we got in. All right, guys? All right, until next time.